Hello and welcome back to Factorio launch per second. I think we're on episode 7 now. Now I actually recorded an episode 7 already, which wasn't making the solar panels as required, or as we were promising. Instead I realised I needed all of the, actually that music's a little bit loud. I'll just turn the music down a bit, master volume a bit down, music down a bit. Let's see how that is. Resume. I realized I needed all of the bot mechanics. So these are like your roboports. These are your zone extenders. These are all the intermediate results that you need. And I did an episode on building this, but I found my mic wasn't working. So depending on your point of view, maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing. Anyway, we didn't quite finish, so just before we get onto the solar panel build, I still want these recharge units. I'm not so sure I will use these, but I will use the recharge devices. So the only problem is we're kind of running out of steel at this point. That needs steel, that needs steel, that needs titanium. Steel, steel, titanium. So the third one needs titanium of each one. The first two need steel. And we don't have enough room for 4, do we? Well, I mean 4 twice. No, we don't. Okay. Well, in that case, maybe I'll run another steel along here. Let's do that first. Let's run another steel, basically along about here. Ah, I'm full of stuff. I'm not going to be needing stone bricks in my inventory anymore, or landfill. Let's get that out of here. Right, now another U. Pretty long underground belt that, isn't it? Just in case I do actually need to extend the main bus down a little bit further, we better repair that while we can. So I've got steel here. What I kind of want, what I'm imagining in my head for this little bit of build is the one that needs titanium is going to end up there. Steel's not actually in the right place then, is it? If it was like that, it potentially would be. But that doesn't leave us much room for bot stuff. So if we did that, it's a bit odd this bit, but it's kind of because I'm running out of room. So the steel, and I mean the other thing about this is this is all kind of low volume stuff. It's not really it's not mission critical to our launch per second, so I wouldn't get too wrapped up over the fact that my designs are maybe starting to leave a little bit to be desired in terms of efficiency and so on. That's not really what I'm trying to showcase here. It's more just we need to have the preparation of all of these materials so that it's so much easier to build the things that we need to build. That's really where we're getting to. Right, I want you to share your stuff. So where are our undergrounds? Tell me I'm out of these guys. I might be. Alright. Bring me some more then. Are we in the network? Yes, just. Come on, robots. Don't give it to some obsolete robot. Give it to a good robot. There we go. Got enough now. Okay, so what do you need? You need steel and some other stuff. There's your steel. I know you need steel. I know you need steel, and you need steel. So that's steel sorted. Let's make some requester chests if we don't have some already. We do have some. Good. You're going to need a requester. You're going to need a requester. I'm going to need requesters up here. You guys are going to need requesters. We're going to need some more requesters. We're going to need some. We've got some supply chests. Good. Let's put a supply chest in there. Let's put one in here. Let's slap some requesters. Where are they? There they are. The remaining ones we need. Need one there. We need one there. We need one there. So yeah. While I'm doing this, I might as well try and remember some of the commentary I've already done. I actually really quite like the way Bob's Mods has all of these extra options in terms of your bot handling, so that you can well, you know, you can basically tailor your ethanol. That's good. Don't need those there. You can tailor the part of the whole bot experience that you need to your needs. As in, I mean, these are your recharge pads. You have zone extenders that simply provide extra zone coverage for like minor areas around the periphery or travel time. You've got your robo ports like in the normal game, and then you've got just sort of separate recharge pads. And the other thing that as I said, I'm not going to bother building these. These just sort of give you extra housing, but I'll just use robo ports for housing. And I'll use these for specialized extra assistance where appropriate. So we've got our recharge large and small, and I think some of this is actually out of the zone, but that's fine because I'm going to whack a Mark IV RoboPort down here to help with setting up the solar in a moment. We don't need you, we need you. Look at that, a Mark IV. A Mark IV medium pole, fantastic stuff. And we want these things to get built quickly, so... Well, you are somehow out of the zone, are you? Right. This guy can come back a little bit to say there. Whoops, not there. There. Incredible coverage makes placing poles so much less of a burden. Now, whoops, we've got this around the wrong way, haven't we? So why are none of these things getting... Oh, it's because yeah, some of the bits are... And we also need the... these things. Oh. Yes, we'll have to actually allow these to put into here, which means we'll have to change how we're doing that. It's not going to work. Oops, it's more than I wanted. Never mind. Basically what I'm saying is that I don't actually have an easy position to transfer these directly from being made here into this machine, so it's going to have to go into the supply chest and then get moved by the bot just there. That shouldn't need the Mark II though, because the Mark II can be provided directly. And likewise over here, you're ordering the Mark II version. We don't need you to do that. We don't need you to order in titanium. Now, smart inserters, where did they end up? Should be up here somewhere, unless they're down here. There they are. And basically this will be if the Mark III version of the small recharge point is less than, let's just make it 10, that should be fine. Now this is the one that we actually want. The Mark IV version of the small recharge point, if it's less than, say, how many, 50? And the same sort of thing for the large recharge point, the large recharge Mark III, if it's less than 10. And also the large recharge Mark IV if it's less than 50. So that should make our things as soon as I grab... why aren't you making what I want you to? You've got like 28 of those. Roboport antenna array Mark IVs. Why are they... They're available. So are you just outside the network? No, you're in the network. What's the problem? Roboport. Oh, I've got no supply requirements. Oh yes, what? Idiot. I need all of that in there. Right, so Roboport Mark IVs. Let's have some. These things have a massive, massive supply area. This is as far out as I can scroll, so I can't actually see. I can just see the borders. If you look way over here, if I move the port right to the side of the screen, you can just see the area sort of vanishing. So there it is there. So all of that's in supply range. All right. Well, let's plant it about here then. A Mark IV. No, I don't want those poles. Let's get some of our poles that we put in place. I didn't really check the time, but I want to start setting up our solar, so I'm going to do that. Let's get some of those poles that we created in episode 6 ordered up. Let's get some of these guys. Let's order in some of our solar stuff as well. Large solar panels, Mark III. 50 won't do. Let's get 100. Let's get rid of some of this guy's stuff. I don't need any of this garbage in here. We need to... it's not going to give me anything because it needs to be powered. So I'll have to come back into the... Like, there's one of the zone extenders. I'll have to come back into this range, pick up the stuff, Is this the large poles? Yes, it is. Okay. So, Mr. Large Pole, plug in there, and now let's head down to our RoboPort. Well, you can almost make it in a single bound. Well, in fact, I might just let it do that. We've got normal poles here. Mark 4 poles, let's put that in. Now, look at that, nice gold top to it. Looks very flash. What I'm going to do also while I'm here is I don't want the obsolete units slowing me down too much. Oh, and we're going to need some of these chests. So I'm going to set up a condition to get rid of I'm going to set up a condition where we filter out those, we filter out those, any Mark 2, well, let's get the construction ones, Mark 2 construction, Mark 3 construction, and if we get Mark 2 logistics here. So if any of those turn up, they're going in here. And eventually something will come and pick them up and they'll get processed into something useful. Now, first things first, we need to get rid of trees. Can't build around trees. Just got to make sure I don't accidentally disconnect the power. I should probably engage some, get some power armor sorted for this guy at some point, mainly just for the legs. Well, obviously I haven't been using power armor since I don't have any on me. I haven't been using power armor for fighting biters, so I've actually been using tanks. And Bob's Mods tanks, let me just say, I think they're awesome. It's kind of everything I would have liked in the base game tanks that never turned up. So when we do finally need to destroy some biters, we will be doing it initially, at least, by tanks. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slap I'm going to order in some recharge, large recharge, 10, yeah, that's fine. So I want to put, I want to make sure that, you know, any robots that turn up here are happy. So we've got some, that's Mark 4, Mark 3 logistic robot. Alright, well let's add you to there. Don't need them. Cycle them out of the system. We've actually pulled out sort of in the order of about 300 robots actually. That's kind of cool. Right, now, where did these Mark 4 substations end up? Okay, look at that. Look at the size of the area that it can cover. It's just out of range. That's in range. Let's plant one there. Now let's see how many of our solar panels. Oh, doesn't look like we actually have 100 of them. Are they struggling to be built? That's just a normal solar panel. That's garbage. We don't want those. Mark 3s. We've only got 21. That could be because we are lacking some resources. I'll have to go and check on solar. Oh, it fits perfectly across. 16, so it looks like it's about 8. Yeah, it's 8 across. We might be running out of room here. But yes, it looks like we don't know. It looks like there is a product that is not being supplied in sufficient quantity, or is not in the network that our solar panel production is reliant upon. So we'll just quickly check on what's causing us an issue there. Obviously I'm looking to make a oh, this one's struggling as well. That's tin, I believe. Completely empty all the way up here. Wow, I might have to restart tin. Okay, so which one's Mark 3s? That is Mark 2, so this is Mark 3s. Mark 3, and what is causing us an issue, Mark 3? Solar panels. Mark 2, Mark 2, Mark 2. Mark 3 is less than 1k. So that is definitely not the case. These ones I don't actually need as many. I've got light. Whoops. No, I don't need all those. I realised after I set that up that I didn't actually need to set that to so many. This is kind of... Those must be Mark 1s in there. These are just Mark 2s. So Mark 3, what's your problem? Not enough silicon wafers. Right, okay. I do remember when I set those up that I did say we may not actually have the supply of silicon wafers in the network. That's fine though. I've kind of got the silicon wafers just going underground, keeping them out of the way, because they're only really used here, but you can see, here we go, this is silicon wafers. I guess what we will do is we'll just do a quick and dirty. Come on guys, you must be getting used to me doing quick and dirties by now. Oops, oh, doesn't really matter. So that will sort out our problem. I think. How many of those things do we actually need? 64. Yeah, it's going to take a little while. So, I guess what we'll do is we'll say we've made a start on the solar. Obviously we haven't got that far. Next episode we will proceed with vigour to lay down an awful lot of solar. So hopefully we'll see you there, and we're making more and more progress as we go to obviously our target of launching on average 1 per second or faster one of the rockets. So hopefully we'll see you there. Thanks for watching.